Right. Welcome back, everybody. This is part two of the third podcast in our series. Just a reminder, we've got Spax, Sitling
Hello.
Budgie, and Big Moss in the party with me, Mad Dog. We've got conspiracy theories this week. We've discussed a few, but we're going to talk about the big one. Is it the biggest lie that's ever been told?
Well, I believe it's the lie has been told all around the globe.
Yeah, the globe that is flat. That's the lie, isn't it? So, is the Earth round? Is it flat?
Okay.
Over it, yeah.
Well, tell you what, we know the against, right? We know the against is so obvious. But I'm curious, does anyone have if do you know when you're in school and your teacher used to separate you and between an argument and one of them's a for and you gotta be against. And even if you're for, you know it's a lie, but you still have to try and convince people. If you were to stand there try and convince me that the Earth is flat, what would you use as facts?
I'd be struggling, I've got to say. There's a lot of examples that you can give, right? You shouldn't be able to see certain distances with certain camera zoom lenses and stuff like that because the curvature of the Earth would mean that the horizon would drop like 60 feet over the horizon. You know, just based on the amount of curvature that you should expect for that distance. Yet, people have proven that you can see flat. No curve is observable from any aircraft. Doesn't matter how high you fly, you can't see a curve on the Earth. All airline pilots treat the ground as a flat plane. All calculations in flight paths, you don't have to follow the curvature of the Earth in a plane. You just fly straight and it follows it itself, sort of thing, such as the size. In the way that
gravity.
Yeah, in the way that gravity works, I guess, and the sort of interrelation of like traveling objects. But what you can't do, right? The globe is supposed to be spinning, right? So
Well,
yeah, so if the globe's
yeah.
spinning at a certain speed, right, you should just be able to fly straight up in the air, hover there, and let the Earth pass beneath you as it's spinning, and then land in a completely different place. But what happens is you hover up in the air, and when you come back down, you're exactly where you started. So
Well, gravity.
no. What? Okay.
Alright.
Do you know, there's some examples, right? This is where people get very confused. I'm not a physics professor. I don't do maths. I'm really not
No.
the smartest guy in the room.
Yeah.
It's probably really easily explainable from a really smart person who just say, oh, that's because of this or whatever. But it makes you scratch your head and makes you go, oh, yeah. If I jump, why do I land where I jumped from and not 10 feet to the left because the Earth's spinning so fast?
It does make me wonder though, because there's so many like proven facts to say, like guys, the Earth is round. I mean, but these people are just so fanatically devoted to believing that the Earth is flat.
They've got an answer for everything as well.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, man.
As an observation, the measurements confirm that the sun and moon are massive celestial bodies located millions of miles from the Earth. Their sizes and distances have been accurately calculated using the trigonometry and other astronomical methods. Furthermore, solar and lunar eclipses, which are caused by the alignment of the Earth, Moon, and Sun, would be impossible or would appear entirely different on a flat Earth.
Oh, shit. Yep. I mean,
Cancels it all out
solid,
like
isn't it?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an easy argument to lose. Flat Earth,
Oh, it's huge.
massive.
Yeah.
It's just huge.
I think
And
you
we're
have
not
to be
even
a
on about
believer.
photography.
I think it's one of those ones where it's like the Loch Ness monster. You've got to believe in it. There's never going to be any evidence, but you
You
just
don't
got to
believe in the Lost
believe in it.
Monster?
Well, I haven't seen any evidence of it, so I can't.
Well, yeah, but have you seen the evidence that don't exist?
You can't see. You can't see evidence of a negative, right?
What you're saying is you're in a 50-50
Well, I've seen
situation. Yeah.
because I've some circumstantial evidence that it doesn't exist. There's no food in that fucking lake for a monster that big.
But they've
Do you know
never
what I mean?
drained the lake, have they?
It's pretty deep, mate. It's like twice, 3 times as deep as like the Millennium Wheel is high. So it's, no,
That's what I mean. So how do we know?
you don't know. But what I'll say is, it's likely that it's not there.
So
And
there is,
it's likely that the Earth is round as well, because all the other fucking planets are round.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I mean, it does. Okay, it brings us on. Does space
We-
exist?
Oh god. I
Does
don't know.
space exist? Because we think what we see, right? And we get told, but I've never been to space. You've never been to space. Hawk's never been to space. Moss may have gone to space. I really don't know what that guy gets up to. But
I
the
think
point
he
is,
probably went on the way back from Sweden.
but the point I'm getting at is, what if we're all in one big simulation? What if? Because did you know that there's actually some kind of fact to say that there's more of a chance of us being in a simulation
Yeah.
than it is for us not to be in a simulation, because how advanced science has gotten over the few years that
I
Elon
think-
Musk himself said he would be shocked to think that we aren't, because they're already in early development of building a simulation of
But
another world.
okay, whose simulation are we in then?
But that's the thing, right, isn't it? Because we're clearly not a Sims game, because whoever's playing my character is doing a really bad job. He's
Does
not
that make
completing.
you? Does that make you an NPC then? Are we just
We're
prompts?
just
yeah.
we're just yeah, we're just one. So there's different ways you look at it. So in terms of simulation, what
Are
they
we?
say
Hmm.
is that we are us, but we're the same person, but in different timelines.
So is it like the
So-
Matrix, where your
Yeah.
mind's in the simulation, you've still got free will, but you're
don't
in
know,
what you
yeah,
think is a free world, but it's not.
Yeah, I think it's like what they're doing is they put us all in, and they will put in loads of world disasters to test it out for what, for the actual real world that exists.
I don't know,
And
man.
what they say is so us four, say I take us four for example, we're all the same person but in different points, right? Different points in different timelines.
I'm not the same
Of
person.
different roads that we could have gone down. Same as anyone we meet. So anyone we meet is just us, but in a different timeline. Have we done this one before?
Yeah, we have done this one before, and I always choose a different car, and it always gives me the friggin' red one that can't get up the hill. That's fine. Right, I don't know how I feel about that. Right, so I would say, if it's a simulation, right, you've got that. What's the 2-slit experiment or 3-slit experiment, whatever, where you've got is it protons or some sort of light photons? So photons, when they go through a slit in a card, right, they come out the other side random, right? But if you set up a machine to observe them coming out the other side random, because you can detect them on the other side coming out random, right? But if you set up a machine to observe them in that random form, they become ordered. So the 2-slit experiment proves that the act of observation creates order of matter. So it's like saying you looking at it makes it exist.
Same as color.
So it's like it's meant to be like the biggest nod towards the simulation theory. So it's basically that's kind of how simulation works, isn't it? It spawns whatever's pointing at.
What
Like
do you think though? Do you think?
I think
mean,
it's silly.
I
it's
think
stupid.
the world. So there's not a lot of people that are awoken. I would say I'm awake. Audience, if anyone's awake, you know what I mean. That the world, the world's not normal in a sense that everything is just so.
The world's perfectly normal. People are pricks. I think that's what it is.
There's something
People
wrong.
are.
There's
They really
something
are,
wrong.
man. They're
Yeah.
just absolute pricks, man. They control everything.
Horrible,
And
dude,
if you
yeah.
take people out of the equation, everything suddenly becomes absolutely fine. It's just.
It's
They're
just, to get
arseholes,
anything.
mate. They're just
Like
arseholes.
credit score. Hey, baffling it. It's
There you
like,
go, that's the creation of
your
people,
credit,
isn't
your
it?
credit, your credit score is terrible. you need to take out a loan to make your credit score good. So hang on a minute, I have to get in debt to be able to.
What you are saying sounds very anti-Semitic to me right now. I'm going to say that. Because you're going to tell me about who's loaning that money out, aren't you?
Oh, the banks.
Is it? And who owns the banks?
The Rothschild.
People are
all
arseholes,
round
mate.
in
I take you back to me.
circles.
It is. Everything that you hate
I'm just.
is the product of human bullshit, right?
It's a product of
That's it.
human
You take
bullshit.
the human element out of anything. This planet becomes lovely. It becomes the Garden of Eden, right? But we've just fucking ruined it because people are dickheads. Dickheads. They are just absolute shit.
We're paying for everything that we shouldn't be paying for.
Well, it's like the comes into the 7 deadly sins effect and all that, lot, isn't it? Like greed,
Masturbating.
and all that stuff.
Masturbating?
That's not one of them, but
You're not allowed to do that in Britain anymore. If anyone's watching this in a different country, it's illegal to masturbate in Britain now.
No, unless you can verify your age.
Unless you can upload your ID to the government on the internet and tell them what you plan on wanking over.
Or
You're not
if
allowed to do that.
They know who's a naughty bugger now.
yeah.
Well,
Or
that's it,
you
if you
just
gotta
be
upload your
smart and use a
ID.
VPN.
If you instead of coming up bailiffs, instead of sending bailiffs,
No, they're just going to go
stand here
and
in
say,
court
like,
and go, we will tell your
everyone.
friends and family.
What's
No,
this? Why have you searched up midget porn 36 times in the last 3 days? Well,
It's only small content.
it's just... it's just nuts. They're going to know everything. And you can't make a profile on Facebook or anything with a fake name anymore. You know, a name that isn't yours because it's tied to your
What's
digital
funny
ID,
is
so they
people
know
out there,
exactly
like,
who says everything.
people out there like
You got no privacy.
selling VPN, right? Just like imagine having to go through all these extra steps to have a wank.
I don't. It's crazy, mate. I don't do that.
Don't people
sort of
use
thing.
their imagination anymore?
I'm a married man.
Yeah. That's what I mean. So it's worse for you.
Let's go. Yeah. I bet you've googled Rothschild porn, haven't you?
That sounds like that's very anti-Semitic, mate. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's true then. It's true. So, what were we talking about anyway? Digital ID?
Simulation.
Simulation theory. So, if everything's a simulation, right? Is it not then likely that there's a controller of that simulation? Because I would need to know who that is before I could believe that it's a simulation at all. I think if you're going to come with a theory, you need to come with some suggestions about who the fucking runners of this simulation are.
Well, I'd say I don't know who, because the idea that the world is a simulation is a fascinating and complex question that has been explored in philosophy, science, and popular culture. While there is no definitive science evidence to prove or disprove it, the concept is generally broken down into 3 main arguments. Human civilization will go extinct before reaching a post-human stage where we have advanced technological capabilities, including the ability to create highly realistic simulations. They reckon that the world will end before we can even reach that, right?
So that's the whole Joe Rogan thing. Are you saying like we are the human butterflies the human caterpillars that make the AI butterfly? So you reckon it's like we're just basically here to make digital life, artificial intelligence, you know?
Yeah.
And then that human element will fall away because it's biological and weak and vulnerable and not eternal.
That's what we're doing.
And
I
all
mean,
that sort of
AI is here now. AI is here, and AI ain't going away. And we can,
so we need to teach it. We need to teach it before
We
then
are
obviously.
teaching it. We are teaching it.
But what are we
teaching
going to teach it
everything.
though?
Well, we're not teaching anything. I mean, I don't think I've got anything to really teach AI that he doesn't really know. Like,
I think I could
well,
teach it some Geordie songs.
I think it would know. I think
It knows all the Geordie songs already.
It's like literally tapped into our computers. It knows. It knows something before you know it. And the problem, so I watched a podcast.
Damn.
think that was like last week, Bad Friends, and they worked out that they read up an article that they say that 100 million people
Well
will
done.
have to die in order for the simulation to basically no longer exist.
That's interesting.
For AI to no longer exist, 100 million people would have to die.
The simulation theory.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, so the argument is based on the idea that our own technological progress seems to be heading in the direction of creating increasingly realistic virtual world where advancements in virtual reality, artificial intelligence, and computing power is not a
If
huge leap to imagine a future where we could create simulations that are indistinguishable from
would
reality.
you,
We can do it.
if they
It
offered you
stands to
that,
reason.
if
What?
they said you can jump into a digital reality and we'll hook you up to this machine, in this reality, your body's just gonna be like in stasis in a thing, you know, physically. Although if this is a simulation, then it obviously isn't. That's a lie. But
Have you ever seen?
would you go into the new simulation if it was actually indistinguishable?
Ah, because I
If they
wouldn't know
promise you
if
you
I
could have the superpower
live
to not
forever. If
need
I
to
could
go
live
to,
forever,
well, maybe start small. Like you don't need to go for a
but
poo.
yeah, that's,
Do you know what I mean?
that's the goal. That is the goal, to not need a poo,
You
because
don't need a poo anymore.
you always need a poo or wee in such inconvenient times. I can guarantee you now that Kim Jong Il never broke the seal.
That's it. He didn't need to. He's running the simulation. It's North Koreans that are in charge of this. They've given it away with their claims, haven't they? They are the ones running the
Exactly.
simulation, mate, because they already don't need to have a poo. If we get plugged
I
in, we can be
just
just like them.
Have you ever seen Black Mirror? Have you ever seen the Black Mirror episode
No?
where these two old couples get plugged into a supercomputer so they can live life in a simulation and never grow old ever again? Would you consider that as restless? You know, never dying, always living forever. Um,
Oh, I mean,
do our body clocks have to a point where we are too tired to be alive?
something definitely happens, doesn't it?
You know, is there, as some people say, that everyone has a human clock? And it's your time to go, it's your time to go. And imagine if, getting attached to a computer and having to like just continue to live constantly. I don't know. What do you think, Moss? Why wouldn't you do it? Yeah, in a computer. Okay, sorry. Let me make it a little bit more appealing to you. If you could live in a, if you could live in like an ESO environment.
Well, that's the thing. If it's a simulation, there's no. Oh,
Hang on a minute. You said I can have the powers of not having to poop. So surely
yeah, there could be no
Moss
limits.
can,
There could be no
can
limits.
be a wizard.
Yeah, he could be a wizard now if he wants. So, I mean, he doesn't need to go anywhere else to do that.
Yeah, I know, but I think it's just
Just put a hat on and tell people they're not allowed past.
Yeah, you shall not pass.
Wizard.
So anyway, so Moss, yes. So take Elder Scrolls for example. You could live in that world forever.
You still be married to Laser, don't worry.
Would you take it? No.
No, it's red pill or blue pill situation. Like it's one-way trip.
Yeah, you can't come back. You can't come back. So okay, you're terminally ill, and you're gonna die anyway. You're taking it. You're just gonna let cancer take you away and. Okay, sorry. I tried to make it more homely for you. Okay, so it's like real life, like Matrix, like what the life we're living now. Unlimited money. No, it's the same. It's the same life. You just live it. Yeah, you still got work it. You don't get anything. You ever seen the movie Downsizing?
No.
So it's a movie about a family, or at least a civilization. What they've done is you've gone the wrong way, by the way.
Like that.
They've shrunk. they shrunk themselves down in order to minimize everything, including like food, water, and all that kind of stuff. And they live in these luxurious houses because obviously it doesn't take a lot of money to build obviously all these infrastructures. It's actually a really, really, really shit film, but
Sounds shit.
it is so bad. It's so bad. But if you take, the whole concept out of it, would it work if we were to shrink everything down, not to like ant level, but like to just like maybe like 1 foot, 2 foot kind of thing, and including buildings and stuff like that? How much room will there be in the world?
Maybe
Is
that's
it
been done
increased?
before. Maybe everything used to be like 1,000 times bigger than it is now. And they realised that fuck numbers are getting a bit tight. If we're going to have so many
You,
people and things, we'll have to make everything smaller. There's evidence of those giant trees, isn't it, that have been like turned to stone, before the Great Flood and all that shit. See all that? That's a conspiracy
I,
theory in itself. The pre-civilization.
you're on about giants.
No, I'm talking about like prehistory, like the apocalypse theory, like the flood myths and all that sort of stuff. What was before them, you
I
know?
don't know.
Well,
Yeah.
there's lots of theories on that. Like Tartaria, I think is the pre-civilization. I think it's meant to be the pre. I don't know if that's the pre-flood one, but yeah, I
Well,
don't know,
before the
man.
mud floods.
Yeah, you see these like like they're in like stones now, and people say, "Oh, it's a geological feature," but it looks just like a tree stump. It's just enormous, like the size of a mountain.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? I just wonder. I wonder if that's if that kind of ties in with your theory, right? That like if you made everything smaller, you'd be able to have a lot more living space. So I wonder if. And they say people used to be there was giants back in the day, right? Abraham was like 900 feet tall or some shit. I don't know.
But yeah, and also they say giants build pyramids.
Oh, the pyramids are just definitely weird. I dug my garden the other day and it nearly killed us. I know for a fact after doing that, men didn't build the pyramids. It's just bollocks. It's just bollocks. It's too hard.
I agree. I couldn't build a pyramid. I sometimes I get knackered building a sandcastle.
100-ton blocks of stone, mate. No, sorry. No, this is not true.
They
People
could
didn't
just
do
be-
that.
they
Not
could
with
be-
ropes and
No.
sticks. Nah, don't be stupid.
Ropes and sticks.
Well, they didn't have any tools or machines, apparently, so yeah, ropes and sticks. That's all they had.
Have you ever seen the Asterix and Obelix? They explain that.
No, I haven't. Yeah, enlighten me on that one. They were Vikings,
That
mate.
was yeah. But like, so they're saying so the pyramids obviously didn't just exist in Egypt.
They were
Pyramid-
older, built before.
Yeah, pyramids were built. Here's the thing. So pyramids were. They turn around and say, "Oh, well, this is where it leans towards aliens existing." They're saying that pyramids are all across the world, and they're like, but some of these civilizations have never met each other. So how do they know to build the same structure?
That's a good point, that, because there's loads in China and there's loads in like all sorts of European countries and yeah, shitloads everywhere, isn't there, really? So,
There is.
right. So what's the answer?
The answer is, well, if you were to build a basic structure,
To survive a flood, it would be a pyramid.
a pyramid would be the first thing that any normal person would come up to. So it's only common sense that they built a pyramid.
It looks
don't
like a
believe-
flood defense to me, I'll say that. I think the pyramid would be the perfect thing if you wanted to encapsulate things inside of, right? Without massive flood waters or anything destroying it.
I agree.
Because they would survive a massive flood wave. They deflect water from every angle. All the pressure pushes down instead of pushing the building over. You know what I mean? They're completely
Well,
and utterly.
that and also I just think Egypt just built them as tombs.
I think they built them as underground cities. Have you seen the thing that says that there's underground, something under the pyramids? Those scans. Scientists have done scans and it's like goes down 2 kilometers. There's like structure underneath the pyramids, and they go down. I think they were vaults to lock people in to survive the floods.
What's this great flood you're talking about?
The Great Flood, like there's a flood myth in every major religion around the world, about 12,000 years ago.
Oh, like Noah's Ark.
Yeah, exactly. Like, but every major religion has its own version of the same story, and they were all those religions all came up in different times in different places.
There must be
Again,
children.
without people who could, they weren't communicating with each other apparently. So,
Well, I mean,
they-
they're all saying it. Must be
they've
true.
all, how they all come up with the same story. It's pretty mad. But yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think the pyramids were that. I think they were designed to withstand floods by whatever the pre-civilization was. I believe this one. I'll say that I think this one is true. I think there was a civilization on Earth going
So that
back
is very
millions
anti-Semitic,
of
then.
years. Millions of years. And no doubt it is somehow. It must be because I think it's true. I do.
I think that all dubs into the simulation of the reason why banks were made. That leads to the whole thing being about the Rothschild. Has anyone heard of the Red Shoe Club?
No. What's that?
So the Red Shoe Club is elite bunch of people. So they can be like government bodies, celebrities, even people that we don't even know, including
Do they just wear red shoes?
exactly that, including the likes of Madeleine McCann's parents.
They
So the
wear
idea of
red
the Red
shoes.
Shoe Club, yeah, the idea of the Red Shoe Club is that in order to be part of the Red Shoe Club, you have to
Be
basically
terrible babysitters.
it's sacrifice.
Oh God.
You have to yeah. It's an art of sacrifice. You have to sacrifice someone to be part of it. So
What did they have to sacrifice?
The bright red shoes that are made.
Did he have
of
to give
children-
up playing golf?
No. So the shoes are made of children's skin.
Oh my God. Mate, that's grim.
It is good. Well, I'll get the facts up on this one because I'm surprised no one's ever heard of the Red Shoe Club.
I've heard of Red Shoe Diaries, but I think that's something else.
Yeah, so this is the most widespread and recognized use of the term. The Red Shoe Society is a group of young professionals who volunteer, fundraise, and advocate for Ronald McDonald's House charity.
Oh my God.
Provides a home away from home for families. But, you know, so conspiracy. In some online communities, Red Shoe Club is a term used in a conspiracy theory. This theory suggests that powerful elites, including members of the royal family, politicians, and celebrities, are part of a secret club that they signal their membership by wearing red shoes. This is often associated with other unfounded theories. There is no evidence to support these claims. However, there's also no evidence to disprove these claims.
That is mental. So, why always red? Isn't that a bit of a giveaway? Call yourself the Red Shoe Club, always wear red shoes, and then say, oh no, that's a conspiracy. Why have you got red shoes on made of children's skin? Why would they not use different coloured shoes?
It's a symbolic thing, isn't it? The fiction phrase, red shoes, has a powerful symbolic meaning in many stories, most famously in the Hans Christian Andersen fairy tale, The Red Shoes, and in 1948 ballet film of the same name. In these stories, the shoes symbolize a dangerous obsession and a life consumed by one's passion. This may be used as inspiration for a group's name. There you go. So it was in an old ballet movie back in the 40s, symbolizing that the people wearing these red shoes are indeed evil.
That's pretty weird. There's a film with Tom Hanks in called The Man with One Red Shoe.
I'll try and get you some of the names that fall into this so-called Red Shoe Club if I can. I don't think AI are going to allow me to do that. So I'm going to have to go deep into the dark web.
Do you think humans, chaps, about Bungie and Moss? What do you think? Do you think humans are as old as they say they are, or do you think there's a much deeper history? Because we just don't evolve like all the other animals, you know what I mean? We just seem to do exactly the same. You know what I mean?
Didn't we lose our tails?
There's never been a human with a tail unless it was like a spinal deformity. What do you think, Paul? No, I know, but like not. Yes, I know, but that's like a deformity. I mean, like. Anyway, if you go back to like the pyramids and shit, people didn't have tails and they weren't like monkeys. You know what I mean? They've always been human. In all of human history, we've been exactly human. You know what I mean? What do you think?
I, it's a hard one to think, is in terms of well, past history and all that lot. It was always, you know, like the dinosaurs and all this lot from digging up fossils and all that lot. I don't know. I haven't delved much into it, but obviously it's always been one of the known ones is like coming from originally being like apes, gorillas, and all that lot. But
Well, but no, we weren't. We obviously lived alongside them.
Well,
Apes and gorillas are still here because they're apes and gorillas.
yeah,
We were a species of something that lived alongside those things and apparently evolved into us. Yeah. But there was tons of different versions of human species, but there's only one human species left, and that's us, Homo erectus, isn't it?
Homo erectus.
No, not Homo erectus. No, we're Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens sapiens. Yeah.
Homo
Homo
erectus.
Homo
My Canadian
erectus.
gaydar is triggering on that one.
Homo erectus was a different species of human that's extinct now.
I'm sure they still exist.
Some of it. Okay. Right. It's a common theory.
so like an advanced. Yeah, I know what you mean. They were like a they're like a really advanced race that had like such a height in technological advancements and that, but then like this big catastrophe happened
And in a
and wiped them all
catastrophe,
out.
in a
So there wasn't
catastrophe like
like
that, what would be left behind?
Technology.
It'd be
No,
like-
the technology would be
satellites.
gone.
It depends on what the
Computer
catastrophe
chips
was.
would be gone. Anything plastic would be gone. Everything breaks. Only thing that'd be left is the stone, right? So you've got the pyramids,
say-
and you've got like fucking the
Well, that could
monuments.
have been a big reset.
It would heavily depend on what the catastrophe actually was. Like if it was a fire, it would have burned everything away, but more likely burned to ash, depending on what the material is and all that. Like, I mean, it could have been anything.
Well,
Like,
even
it could've-
just the passage of time, like so much time's gone by, everything would disintegrate. Like anything made of metal would be gone, oxidized, wouldn't it? It would just rust away and be gone.
Because they were intelligent. I mean, they had access to metal and stuff. Like, intelligence at at that lower stage could have been the reason why we developed these skills that we have today. You know, they could have been the ones to step up and go, "Hey guys, guess what? We don't have to use this as a hammer."
No, I get it. I think it's. You think it's likely?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's almost like, say, extraterrestrial life and all that lot, isn't it?
How old is the Earth? It's like going to be billions, right? Billions of years.
Yeah.
And humans are apparently how old? Like hundreds of thousands? Yeah, Jesus was like 2,000 years ago, but human species is a couple of 100,000 years, right? So you're talking billions versus. So we're like a blink in the eye, you know what I mean? It's nothing. We're just recent history. Before that, there could have been fucking multiple versions of fucking intelligent life. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Come and gone, risen and fallen, and we wouldn't know shit about it. Unless we find some
The scary
pyramids that
thing
they built,
is
you know
if
what I mean?
that being true and everything, like say that is true, what was it that wiped them out?
I think everything ends.
It's what we're doing. We're getting too
Yeah.
smart, building all these robots and nuclear weapons and stuff like that. Sometimes, is there an ending?
Yeah, but that's the thing. I mean, humanity's downfall will be humanity itself if that's ever to pass.
I think that
History repeats itself.
Yeah, always.
seems to be the way it goes. Eh?
It just matters a lot on. Well, I don't know what it could be. I mean, tomorrow there could be like nukes going off or something, or I don't know. We could be invaded by aliens. I mean, you don't know what's.
Aliens.
There's a comet coming that some scientists say
saw
could
that.
be an alien
Yeah.
spaceship.
Uh,
What, is it on its way?
It's on its way. It'll be here in September, October, roughly.
oh,
Yeah.
right
At
around my
least
birthday.
no. It's I invited it to my wedding.
Yeah, but it's apparently it's huge. It's miles across, and it's took a very strange trajectory into the solar system. It'll come in, swing past a few planets, go behind the sun, and then approach Earth from behind the sun. So basically how you would do it if you were trying not to be seen. That's exactly how it'll come.
How
But it's
can they
obviously
predict that?
not done a very good job if they can tell exactly
Yeah, because
what it's
I was
going
gonna
to
say
do.
we predicted
No,
that.
no, it's like it's been spotted on Voyager telescopes and all that sort of stuff, and they've tracked it and plotted its trajectory. And yeah, we've sent stuff off to take photographs of it and stuff, and it doesn't have very much of a tail like a comet that size should. So it might not be like the brightest comet in the world, but it is reflecting an awful lot of light. Whatever it is, it's
To be
either
fair,
giving off
they
a
could have
trail or
travelled. They could have been travelling, or started their voyage before any of us were born.
This could even be like the higher races before us coming back to finally see what's happened.
What do you think their
After
attitude
yeah.
would be?
Yeah, we left you this planet, and
No,
this is
no.
how you repay
It
us.
could be worse than that. Do you know when you go on holiday, say if you've got a log cabin in the woods, and you don't go there for like a few months, and then the summer comes around and you go off and you go get your log cabin and you open it up and it's full of like spiders and cockroaches and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that could be us. We could be the spiders and
Yeah.
cockroaches. They just exterminate us immediately.
Yeah.
Clear
Like,
up
what the
and
hell are
say,
you guys
right,
doing here?
Oh,
Where'd
yeah.
you come from?
fucking look at
Yeah,
the state
yeah.
of this. And they just wipe it
Yeah.
all away. You know what I mean? It could be that simple. We're just thinking, well,
Or
getting
do
noble
you know?
about
Do you know?
it.
There's that. So the conspiracy of aliens is that aliens existed constantly, and the way humans depicted them was through religion. So the likes of God, and Jesus, and higher beings and all that were actually aliens.
The angels thing. The angels
Yeah,
are
they
all
were-
beings that are not human and they're not from Earth, so they're
They were
aliens.
all aliens, and we wrote stories about them, which over time we humanized them. Or they may well look like humans, because we watch movies and read comics and stuff like that, and expect them to all look like I don't know, the alien from Paul.
But that's how they've always been depicted, like a small green
Do you
alien man with big round eyes and that.
Now, there's the thing.
But
Do you
that's
think
exactly-
that? Do
yeah.
you think that that image was put into popular culture and into people's minds as a plant because the authorities would know as soon as you said that's what they looked like, they'd know you were talking bollocks. Because the real aliens don't look fucking anything like that. I reckon that's true. I don't think the real aliens are going to look like the little green men with the big eyes.
Well, so, I mean, do you guys believe that aliens are real? Like,
I do.
are you
I believe
believing
it.
Yeah.
I believe. They have
Yeah.
to. I do not believe that we're the only life in the universe. It does not make sense. What's happened to us has to have happened elsewhere. The Big Bang is
100%.
still going off. It's still going off now.
I think the only question is time and location. Are they around at the same time, and can they be around in the same place at the same time? And if you add those two factors in, because of the amount of space there is, and because of how infinite time is, the odds of two things meeting become very, very, very small. But it's also infinitely more likely that there is and has been and will be multiple versions of intelligent species all over the universe. It's just, how do they meet?
Yeah.
That's the problem, isn't it? How do you get them in the same place at the same time when there's so much time and so much space?
So, I mean, it's always been depicted in movie, hasn't it? With like big alien films, like the army and civilians are all waiting there with a big parade. The spaceship lands, and they're like, "Take us to your leader," and all that.
Would let
all
him
that
in.
stuff.
England would let him in.
Yeah.
Would give
Yeah.
him a hotel.
Yeah.
Would give him jobs.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong, are you? There'd be
Do you want to
delivery
work?
going on
Be on
Deliveroo and that.
Deliveroo. Do you need a moped?
That's a
No,
shout.
I've got a
We'd
spaceship.
We'd get our Deliveroo and just eat orders faster, wouldn't we? They just get in their spaceship and fly it straight to us.
Here's
Oh
the
my
way I look
God.
at it. It's right. I would be happy for aliens to exist as long as they don't come in to try and brainwash us or control us,
So-
or maybe they already do control us and we don't know about it. But I've seen
That
certain
sounds awfully
alien films.
anti-Semitic.
I've seen well, I think they come around here just before the big flood happens, while we all hide in our pyramids, while we wish banks don't exist, selling our chickens and goats, because banks now exist, and it's all because of the Rothschilds who
That's
wear
all.
red shoes.
Let's all jump on the train. I agree. If aliens turn up and they've got red shoes on, we are done for. Like, that's a problem right there.
But yeah, it's very unrealistic to think that they don't exist with how many planets there are. I mean, in the Milky Way galaxy, our galaxy, for example, there's so
No.
But
many
here's
planets.
another argument about the simulation: is that we exist because we're a perfect distance from the sun, so we're not, and we've got obviously water and stuff like that. So some people are saying, like, is Earth just too perfect for it to exist anywhere else?
No, they found other planets in the Goldilocks zone around their stars. They found a lot of Earth-like planets that can support life, have the right chemical makeup. It might not be carbon-based necessarily. You can have silicon-based life. All you need is an elemental base for life to exist, and it'll find a way.
Okay.
But temperature and liquid water seems to be a prerequisite. Heat, light, the usual. But
Yeah.
apparently
If you
there's
say it-
lots of them.
The Earth's atmosphere acts as almost like a shield against the sun's rays and that. So
Yeah.
it doesn't let it fully in, because if it did, I mean, we'd all be boiling like bloody a lobster.
It's
in a
not
boiling
so much
pot.
its atmosphere.
Not me, I can't.
It's its magnetic field. It's the Earth's magnetic
Yeah.
field that shelters us from most of the shit the sun would just evaporate away in a minute. The problem Mars had was it lost its molten core. So it lost its magnetic field, and then the sun just obliterated what was left of its atmosphere.
That was
That's
our
the
fault.
power rock.
We lived on Mars many years
That's a
ago.
conspiracy theory as well. Do you
And,
believe that?
we messed up the ozone layer, and so we all moved, started fresh, started new, and now we're doing the same thing to this planet.
Oh, fuck. Crash me bike. Well, you reckon? Maybe we're just rubbish.
It's just terrible.
I mean, we are. I mean, look at everything that's been going on so far. We're all on the verge of World War III at the minute. There's all sorts of problems going on around the world. I mean, it's just all a bit shit at the minute, isn't it?
Well, people are shit. People are dead. I
mean,
genuinely believe
everyone's-
that the human race is fucking awful.
I mean,
would you leave?
Everyone's
Would you leave?
fighting with each other over petty little things like the far left, the far right, all these religious groups and all that lot. I mean, everyone.
Well,
just
they do
get off
keep
into
waving
the-
that silly flag a lot. You know what I mean? It is irritating.
Yeah.
But is it really that? Should you let people wave the flag? Is that what you're saying? Just put your flag on your building if you want. I don't
think
mind. Like,
what we need to do is all become united. Like, we're all so separated from each other, and we're all so hateful of each other. We
yeah.
all need to come
So
together as a planet. Really.
so who keeps the people fighting against each other and hating each other, and who keeps people separated?
Well, there's definitely groups out there. I mean,
Is there? What do they control?
well, it could be anything really. I mean,
Is it
you
the
know, all
banks?
these wars starting and assassination plots. I mean, what
So
was it?
who is it that funds the wars and controls the banks?
It's the Rothschilds.
Is it?
That's very anti-Semitic of you.
Oh, mate.
I think if they turn around and they said to you, right, okay, we're gonna start civilization on another planet. We're gonna take you. We're gonna put you in this chamber. You're gonna go to sleep. And you're gonna wake up in 100 years' time on a different planet. Say Earth 2. We're gonna recolonize. We're gonna make it great and all that. Would you do it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, if I was bored.
I generally think we're getting to a point where we, as a planet, personally, we need to all come together, knock our heads together, and think about branching out to space.
We
It
do.
needs
We
to-
should have.
it
We
needs
should
to
have been
happen.
done. So moon landings.
But we're so conflicted with like withheld with territories like Putin trying to get back Ukraine and everything.
We've robbed your bike.
No. Ah. If the moon landings were real, right, well then we should have been able to get to Mars by now. That's my claim.
We can't get to Mars.
If the moon landings were real, we should have been able by now, 50 years later.
No.
Yeah, we should have been able to. I think we should have been able to do it, but we've still got like no. We'd have nothing.
I don't think.
Oh, fell off. We'd have nothing if it wasn't for Musk. Oh,
Moss.
Musk.
We'd have nothing if it was for Moss.
It's all Moss's
Oh, Moss, our great leader.
Help me, Obi Moss Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Hello there.
That's, yeah.
So we, as we can work down that the Rothschild ruined the world with banks. Aliens do exist. We've ruined Mars. Don't wear red shoes.
Oh, because you might be mistaken for a murderer.
Are you or is one of your relatives a lizard? If so, and you do have doubts, please comment. And we will do our best.
You
to help
may be
out.
a royal. You may be a secret royal. We just didn't know.
Yeah. Do you blink normally? That's the question.
Try to blink sideways.
Yeah.
Scurry about on the ceiling for a bit, see if it feels good. Oh, the other ones we've done. Oh my god.
And have you ever travelled Antarctica?
That's it. If you've been below the 60th parallel south, then you're one of like, well, you're a scientist. The train
Yeah,
stopped.
you probably right. No.
Why?
This is a station. It's a station that stops at.
Oh.
Train driver's dead now, though.
That's good. And that you can stop the train. So yeah, that's conspiracies. Like, if we've missed some conspiracy theories, I'd like to do this again. But I think we've pretty much answered them all now. Yep. Is the Earth flat?
It's it is not. It is not
It is
flat.
not.
No.
It is probably a bit bumpy, pear shaped.
Who's driving this?
So, yes, yeah.
He's
Yeah.
dead.
Well,
I
we
see
can-
it, yeah. Earth is not flat. It's definitely not flat. Aliens do exist. Lizards, not realistic. We may or may not be in simulation. We cannot confirm this or deny it.
Yeah, I mean, if we are, it's a good one. The graphics are better in this simulation than they are in the game I
They're
played.
really good. They're really good.
Really good.
graphics.
This VR headset, I can't even feel it. Can't even feel I'm wearing it. It's great.
We must be burning someone's processor right now. And also, someone who lives a boring life, because someone's actually sat here for 2 hours.
There's no age
watching us.
restrictions either, because some of the stuff I was involved in before the age of 18 are absolutely just atrocious. Like, you'd
Yeah,
never get
well,
it past the board of the governing bodies these days. Not within uploading your ID to the government anyway. So,
That's exactly that. So,
Yeah.
would you go to a new settlement across board? Well, Hawk surely would. Problem is, he doesn't have porn, so he won't survive.
no, not without Wi-Fi,
I'll be
mate.
fine. I'll just take a magazine with me.
Brilliant.
And the word of the day
cool.
is
Cheese.
Anti-Semitic.
anti-Semitic.
Semitic. Anti-Semitic. Yeah, well, if they throw anti-Semitic at you, it's probably because they're trying to hide. Yes. There you go. That
Yeah,
seems to be able
probably
to spot that pattern. Great stuff. Right, well, we'll catch you for the next one, everyone, when we come back in 2 weeks' time. But thank you for
Yeah.
listening. Hope you had fun. We certainly did. Bye-bye.
Bye.